And from Sydney to San Francisco, the world has been ringing in the new year today with extravagant fireworks displays. Alan Booknear takes a look at some of the celebrations around the world.
In New York's Times Square, a sea of people from around the world braved frigid temperatures to usher in 2014. Australia was one of the first countries to welcome the new year, as more than 1 million people crammed Sydney Harbour to witness the exploding fireworks over the iconic Opera House and Harbour Bridge. Near Beijing, a light show lit up part of the Great Wall, while singers, dancers, and drummers performed on its ramparts. A spectacular light show and fireworks display illuminated buildings on the Bund in Shanghai. Moving west, the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, exploded into a sea of lights. In Russia, Muscovites flocked to see the fireworks set off above Spasskaya Tower and the Kremlin. But there was also a somber mood. Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered his annual New Year's message, but he also vowed to annihilate all terrorists in Russia, talking tough after 2 suicide bombings earlier this week in Volgograd. In Paris, the famous Champs-Élysées was awash with lights, and the Eiffel Tower sparkled at the stroke of midnight. In the British capital, tens of thousands reveled along the banks of the River Thames to watch as fireworks showered landmarks, the London Eye and Big Ben. Across the Atlantic in Brazil, they may have trouble building football stadiums, but they do know how to party. Organizers say more than 1 million people gathered on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, where they usually revel until the sun comes up. 2014 promises to be a big year for Brazil as it hosts the World Cup. Alan Booknear, TVB News.
Tonight with more news about the new year, and some 380,000 people gathered on both sides of Victoria Harbour last night to enjoy the fireworks display marking the arrival of 2014. New Year countdown celebrations also took part in other parts of the city, and Evelyn Lung has more details.
Hong Kong ushered in 2014 with a loud bang. As fireworks illuminated the sky over Victoria Harbour. This year's display is breathtaking, and the fireworks being continuously set off symbolize increasing hope for Hong Kong, said this man. This tourist came all the way from Shenzhen to join the New Year revels. And quite a few took boats out to the harbour to get a close-up look at the 8-minute-long pyrotechnic extravaganza. New Year countdown celebrations also took place at other spots around the city. Crowds gathered in Times Square in Causeway Bay to welcome the new year amid singing and dancing. Another popular spot, Lan Kwai Fong in Central, was just as crowded. Restaurants and bars were so packed that people spilled out onto the street. With the arrival of the new year, Hong Kongers have new hopes. This man wants the chief executive to do a better job, while this one hopes everyone will be able to find his or her better half. And this couple here began the new chapter of their lives at the start of the new year. Evelina Lang, TVB News.